Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this afternoon mountain weather update. We'll look at some of the new data and the new trends. First off, bullet points. Looking at the pattern this afternoon through about 3:10, there are two, maybe three storm systems, but really two primary ones that will drive the pattern through 3:10. And it's been very interesting. Yesterday afternoon, I talked about the potential for a deeper trough swinging through 3.7 to 3.9. Then it kind of disappeared overnight. Well, now it's back, and I'll show you that jet stream pattern here in a second. And looking for some snow here, specifically on the 4th for the northeast. Could be several inches of snow for the ski areas on the 4th. All right, let me show you a couple of interesting snow stats here. So this is Brighton. They picked up another, Brighton, Big Cottonwood Canyon up in the Wasatch of Utah. They picked up another 5 inches overnight. They're at 589. That's the biggest total I can find in the Wasatch as far as ski areas. 589. So they're at the top of the leaderboard. I showed you the graph yesterday. It's Brighton and then it's Alta, all approaching 600. Well, look what has happened. So this is Palisades, Tahoe. They picked up another 18 overnight, 144 inches in 7 days. I remember 5, 6, 7 days ago when I said, I think we could get to 100 inches, 50 to 100 inches in the Sierra. We've easily gotten there. We're at 144, and we've got additional snow yet to go. But the point is, they're at 539. They've come roaring back from like the 400s, like the low 400s, and now they're rivaling. They're right neck and neck with Brighton and Alta. That definitely tells you how fast the landscape can change when you get this type of really severe type of orographically driven snow in the Sierra. And it's not out of the realm of possibility that the two could be neck and neck, the Wasatch and the Sierra, by the time all of this is said and done, because I'll show you my totals coming up. I wrote about it this morning. Snow forecast through 3:10. Take a look at it. There's your setup. You can see the low, the big one across the west. There are actually two others on the northern branch over the Pacific. The southern branch is also making a contribution as well, giving us some additional moisture to really jack up these totals in the Sierra. Then the forecast pattern. Now, this is a fascinating contrast. This was the jet pattern from this morning. Pretty west to east, rather zonal at times, had really knocked down any chance of a deep trough. Not now. This is what happened yesterday too. Take a look at this. So this is the afternoon run. Very deep trough here. An area of low pressure. You can see how amplified the jet is on 3.9. So 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 3.10, somewhere in there, we could get a powerful low pressure or dip in the jet to swing through the Intermountain West. And that would mean more snow than what the other pattern was showing this morning. So pretty fascinating. All right, let's look at the timing of all of this. So this is the forecast radar and satellite, 3.1 through 3.6. There's Thursday morning, southern track low. That's one of the main lows. That's moving out. A little dirty flow out of the northwest for a couple of days. Here comes the second main storm system slamming into the west coast. Another heavy snow for the Sierra, and then it begins to move into the interior. And there's another low behind it, or another lobe. You see, at this point, we're looking at the start of a deep trough in the jet, which is what I just showed you. So all of this precip would be moving at snail's pace at this point, which would produce bigger totals. So that's the difference. When you have a deeper trough or a more amplified jet, you can move things slower and really increase the totals. I did break out the key totals for Alta. You can look at those coming up throughout all the dates through 3:10. And Kirkwood, California. Another 10 on 3.4, another 10 on 3.5, another foot on the 10th. You can see when you're looking at these grand totals between the Wasatch and the Sierra, it's not out of the realm of possibility that Kirkwood or any other resort in the Sierra catches up to some of those Wasatch numbers. All right, look at the forecast totals. These are my numbers from this morning. Let me show you what I'm thinking this afternoon. Remainder of today through the 3rd, pretty light stuff except for Washington State, where you can see a couple of feet up there. Some pretty light numbers in Colorado, but look at the snowball in Arizona. You've got that southern track low coming through, and that would spread some snow to Tahoe's Angel Fire, and so on. So let me show you phase 2. This is 3.4 through 3.10. Now this takes into account maybe 1 to 2 additional storm systems and potentially that deeper trough. So you're looking at another 2 to 3 feet in the Sierra, another foot for the Wasatch, another 5 to 10 over the Tetons, and the big numbers in Colorado are along I-70 and north with this type of pattern. Again, that's 3-4 through 310. All right, specialty map here for the central and northern mountains of Colorado. You can really see where the big numbers are going to be. 3-1 through 310. Northern mountains, you could see 1 to 2 feet. 6 to 12 along I-70, Vail into Summit County. Second specialty map here for the Wasatch, looking at about 1 to 2 feet of snow for Big and Little Cottonwood Canyons there throughout that period. All right, let's look at the Northeast. Again, a fair amount of this is going to occur on the 4th, and you can see the numbers anywhere from generally 1 to 2 feet, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So enjoy that. I think there's also another storm later in the period as well. It's great to have snow for both sides of the country. Always appreciate you guys tuning in here, and take care.